Welcome to Fact Loop. In today's episode, we're tackling an issue that's become increasingly prevalent in our tech-savvy world: social media addiction and its profound impact on mental health. As social media continues to dominate our daily lives, many of us are finding it harder to disconnect. But at what cost? We're constantly connected, scrolling, liking, and sharing. But could this digital obsession be affecting our well-being? Stick around to find out as we unravel the complexities of social media addiction. Let's start by defining what social media addiction really is. At its core, it's a behavioral disorder characterized by the excessive and compulsive use of social media platforms. This is when the need to check notifications, post updates, or scroll through feeds becomes overpowering, leading to significant disruptions in daily life. Imagine missing out on important real-life moments because you're too caught up in the digital world. That's one of the warning signs of addiction. Statistics show that the average person spends over 2 hours a day on social media. But for those struggling with addiction, this number can be much higher, impacting work, relationships, and even sleep. But why is social media so addictive? And how does it start affecting our mental health? Let's dig deeper. Social media platforms are engineered to keep us engaged. Features like infinite scroll, notifications, and algorithms that curate content specifically tailored to our interests make it hard to put our phones down. These platforms thrive on our attention, and they're designed to keep us coming back for more. This can lead to compulsive behavior, where users feel the need to check their feeds or post updates at every opportunity. Over time, this behavior can escalate, leading to addiction. Social media's design taps into our natural desire for social validation. Each like, comment, or share releases dopamine in the brain, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This creates a feedback loop where we crave more interactions to feel good, ultimately reinforcing the addictive behavior. So, what happens when this addiction goes unchecked? The mental health implications can be severe. Studies have shown a strong correlation between excessive social media use and increased levels of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Even though social media is meant to connect us, it can often have the opposite effect, creating feelings of isolation and inadequacy. When we constantly compare our lives to the seemingly perfect lives of others, it can lead to negative self-esteem and body image issues.
Social media addiction can amplify existing mental health issues or even trigger new ones. The constant need for approval and the exposure to unrealistic standards can be incredibly damaging, especially for young people who are still developing their sense of self.
Let's talk a bit more about dopamine. This neurotransmitter plays a significant role in the reward system of our brains. Whenever we receive positive feedback on social media, like a notification, a like, or a new follower, dopamine is released, giving us a sense of pleasure. This instant gratification makes social media so enticing. But it's a double-edged sword. While it feels good in the moment, it also creates a craving for more, leading us to constantly seek that next hit of dopamine. This cycle can be difficult to break, and over time it can lead to deeper emotional and psychological issues, including addiction. One of the most insidious aspects of social media addiction is the pressure to present a perfect image. This pressure can be overwhelming, especially for young people. The desire to curate an idealized version of one's life online can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. Behind every flawless photo is often a series of edits, filters, and multiple attempts to capture the perfect moment. This creates unrealistic expectations, not just for the person posting, but also for those who consume this content.
It's easy to get caught up in the need to constantly post and share the best parts of your life. But it can be exhausting and, at times, really damaging to your mental health. The pressure to maintain this image can make you lose sight of what really matters.
Social media addiction doesn't just affect one demographic. It's a widespread issue across all age groups. However, the impact can be particularly severe for adolescents and young adults. For young people whose brains are still developing, the effects of social media addiction can be profound. Studies suggest that excessive use during these formative years can lead to long-term changes in brain structure and function, particularly in areas related to attention, emotional regulation, and decision-making. But it's not just the younger generation that's affected. Older adults too can fall into the trap of social media addiction, often leading to feelings of loneliness and disconnection, especially for those who may already be socially isolated. So, what can we do about it? The first step in combating social media addiction is awareness. Recognizing the signs and understanding the impact on mental health is crucial. There are several strategies to help manage and reduce social media use. Setting screen time limits, practicing mindfulness, and taking regular breaks from social media can all be effective ways to regain control. Engaging in real-life activities, such as spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply being in nature, can also help shift the focus away from the digital world and improve overall well-being.
If you find it difficult to reduce your social media use on your own, don't hesitate to seek help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide valuable support and guidance in breaking the cycle of addiction.
Social media is a powerful tool that has transformed the way we connect and share our lives. But it's important to remember that our mental health should always come first. By being mindful of our usage and taking proactive steps to manage our time online, we can enjoy the benefits of social media without letting it take over our lives. Thanks for watching Fact Loop. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll dive into another fascinating topic. Until next time.